Hello, Master Duel Central. So I know, you're reading the title of the video and you're looking at me like, oh, he's about to simp for Konami. He's about to simp hard. He's about to simp like crazy. Look, man, I'm upset too, okay? Like, I'm getting sick and tired of this format. I think it's really bad. It's been getting worse and worse, actually, since the game came out, as people have figured out worse and worse ways of just demolishing in Plat 1, doing some silly stuff. We've got FTK bots, FTK decks going around of different varieties. When you're not facing an FTK deck, you're probably facing like a 75 material Rongo Bongo or a Herald of Ultimateness with 20 fairies in hand or something. Like, just a bunch of unplayable garbage. I did a community post recently, and I was just asking people if they were worried about the state of the game, and 75% of you guys answered yes. I get it. It's pretty frustrating. There's a lot of stupid things going around. It's a pretty bad meta. However, I don't want you guys to worry about the game. Like, I think the game is going to be fine. Like, I'm not lying in the title of the video. Even though there's all these glaring issues, I think the game is going to be just fine. I see a ton of people talking about they want to quit the game. And look, guys, like, this isn't our first awful format. Like, if you've been around TCG, we've had Frog FTK, Yatagarasu lock, dad format, which cost literally an arm and a leg to be good at. At least right now, it doesn't cost you anything to build these broken decks. You could make an account right now and go build one of these stupid broken decks for completely free. So at least there's that. You know, we've been through worse and we're still playing the game to this day. When I was a kid, the format was literally you could make up the rules and I was still playing the game. That was the worst format ever. People were summoning Blue Eyes left and right, saying that Blue Eyes couldn't be destroyed by card effects because it's the most powerful dragon or some shit. Like, we were literally making shit up and we were still playing the game. So, you know, don't worry too much. I think it's pretty obvious to most of us that the game was released unfinished. I mean, like, I don't know if you guys remember, but the Master Pack, I think it used to say something like, welcome to a whole new world, or some stupid shit like that. Like, it's silly. They're still trying to get their footing. The game is literally in its infancy. We're like the beta testers. We are the beta testers right now. We're testing the game, and once we're done testing the game and we've given them all our feedback and they've fixed up everything, that's when they're going to start marketing it heavy. So guys, don't worry too much. But do keep complaining. It is a good thing. By putting your complaints out there and just saying what you feel about the game and just saying how you feel, that's actually helping the team working on the game know what to fix and what to do. Like, I'm sure right now they're banging their head against a wall trying to figure out a ban list that's going to please as many players as possible and also please executives, because they need the products to sell. They need the gems to sell. We want to keep the game alive, right? So I expect a very meta warping ban list coming very soon. If we can go by like the Duel Links clock, if you will, you could expect it maybe in about a week and a half even, because the game is actually going to turn 3 months old in give or take about a week and a half. It's going to come and it's going to be big. I'm very confident on that. They don't want you to look at all these new cards, these new archetypes like Despia, and just be like, that's not going to be good. Now, in the meantime, if you're like tired of the meta, and I don't blame you if you are, because it is getting very repetitive. If you're not facing a stupid FTK deck, you're probably facing either Rongo Bongo or Herald of Ultimateness with 20 fairies in hand, right? So I get it. If you're sick and tired of this stuff, that's totally fine. But there's other ways to enjoy the game. I think playing with friends right now is like the most fun Yu-Gi-Oh! Online at least has ever been. I used to try to convince my friends to play Dueling Book and they just would refuse to. You know, tried to convince them to play all these stupid, silly simulators, and they just didn't want to. But with this one, it's so nice to play. It's got such nice game feel and it's so fun that I've got a ton of friends who want to play. So try playing with friends. If you want to make new friends to play with, like, try joining the Discord maybe. A lot of people in my Discord like to play with different decks and stuff and have a lot of fun. And we all love to complain about the current state of the game. So if you got anything to say about that, then you should probably join the Discord, you know. Another thing you could do also is, you know, just run a 13 card extra deck. That's going to get the DDDs out of the way. Now, if you don't even want to play against Drytron and Rongo Bongo and stuff like that, that's not really going to help you. But me personally, running a 13 card extra deck in Dinos has been a lot of fun. If you've seen my last deck profile, I basically just removed Lagia and Zeus since they're like not that necessary. And it's been a ton of fun. I can still set up pretty much the same boards, or essentially exactly the same boards as I was setting up before. My opponents, when they're playing DD, they just scoop instantly when they see that I have a 13 card extra deck. So it's a bunch of free W's for me. So, you know, I get it's frustrating to have to play a 13 card extra deck, but I think you can see it as like a meta call, right? Like if you're going to your locals and everyone's playing Eldritch all the time, then you're gonna main deck some back row removal. Just see this as another meta call, right? Like there's a ton of people playing DD Dynamite. If I play 13 card extra deck, it's a free win, so I'll play the 13 card extra deck. It's that simple. Also, prepare, because there's going to be the Synchro event coming soon. I believe that's going to be a ton of fun, just based on how much fun I had with the XC's event, and I thought that was great. You guys should maybe start looking at some synchros, start theory crafting, dueling with friends, discussing what maybe to play for the synchro event. I'm looking at ways to build dinos in the synchro event, just like I played dinos in the XC's event. We're going to try to figure out a way to make that work, and I'll show you guys once I figure it out. I've got a couple ideas cooking up, a couple ideas brewing, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, just, stay creative. Keep having fun. Don't let these annoying people who play FTK bots ruin the game for you. Don't let them make you quit the game. Like, there's still a lot to enjoy here, and there's going to be more and more to enjoy as time goes on. There will be a ban list coming. I get that the release of the new set was super disappointing. I was super disappointed. I was convinced we would get a ban list. But it does make sense that we didn't. If we go by the trend with Duel Links, they usually got their ban lists every 3 months. And for us, well, it's going to be 3 months and 2 weeks. It adds up. I think we're going to get our ban list very soon. I really do believe that. I might not advertise the next ban list stream as just ban list reaction, because I really thought we were going to get it on that new set, and I felt kind of bad that people were tuning in to see that and it wasn't there yet. But yeah, hopefully we'll get it very soon, and I think we will. As cynical as I am about Konami and their practices and all of that stuff, deep down I really think Master Duel is going to be fine, and it is going to turn out to be one of the best ways to experience Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm sure the people working on it are very receptive to all the feedback we're giving them. A good example was when we had the XC's event and there was that issue where people were playing the self OTK decks. They literally, in a matter of day, in a single day, they figured out a fix. They just basically said, okay, well, if you actually win the duel, you'll get 10 times more rewards than if you self OTK. So I think, they're actually listening to feedback. I actually think they want to fix the game and keep it good and keep it fresh. I expect good things, but we'll have to wait and see if it actually gets any better. I think it will, but you're allowed to your opinion, so I'd love to hear it in the comments, guys. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You guys are awesome. Thank you. We're finally partnered on YouTube, and that's thanks to you guys and your support. So, see you in the next video. Peace.